This is Yvonne for Central Kentucky Television, and I'm here with Mike Cecil. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. I'm just all excited about today's opening.
Okay, we're at the Turtle Man exhibit.
Exactly. We're in the Turtle Man exhibit in the Marion County Heritage Center.
Okay, tell us a little bit about Turtle Man's exhibit that's here.
Well, Turtle Man exhibits, I understand through the Tourism Commission, a huge investor in Louisville wanted to bring all things Turtle Man to Louisville and put it in the museum down there. And Carlo Wagner, a good friend of his, says, why do you want to go to Louisville when you have no Louisville connection at all? He said, well, I don't have anything in Marion County. So she told him, give me 3 days. Well, a day and a half after having a conversation with John G. Mattingly, our county judge executive, well, the Marion County Historical Society is going to have the 3rd floor to put the Heritage Center up. Said, you might need to talk to them. Okay. So they came to me, and she explained the whole thing, how, Mike, the #1 call we get here at Tourism Commission is about asking about Turtle Man, Ernie Brown Jr. And he needs a place to have a display.
Now, do we need to explain to anybody who Turtle Man is? Turtle
Man is Ernie Brown Jr.
Okay.
And I think most people in this county have a story about Ernie Brown.
Yes.
They do. Even I have one.
Yes. And he has his own show, Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild on by Animal Planet. And here locally on Dish, we got Dish TV. It's satellite. It's channel 184.
All right, and he's a personality all to himself, right?
All to himself, and he just as ordinary as he is on the film. In fact, he was here yesterday doing some shots with the people that put this thing together.
Okay.
And
well, give us some idea of some of the items they can find here at the museum.
Gosh, I mean, it's countless, actually. We can start over here. Some of these things actually were brought up here by his mother, Lola Brown, about 2 weeks ago. So some of the things are actually hers, but most of them are Ernie's. And over here we have his first Thunder.
I think Thunder being his knife.
That's right, his knife, and that's over there. And it's his hat. He told a story yesterday about this hat. I don't know the story about the hat. We have a banjo case here signed by J.D. Crowe. We also have a couple of lug nuts here by Carl Edwards. I understand he was at a race. Carl Edwards has become a good friend of his, and in some race somewhere in the South, and they were changing tires, and Carl Edwards threw these nuts over the fence, and Ernie said, man, I got to have those nuts. Yeah. So there they are on display.
Fantastic.
And then down here, some of his clothing he's used in his early adventures, and many of them were actually he used before he became famous. There's a machete down there at the bottom of the case there that was given to by a young child, a kid. Said, Ernie, we can't pay you nothing, but I got this machete here that you can have. And it's got a wide collection of arrowheads, and behind us here you got oh gosh, it's almost too many things to name. Another collection of arrowheads behind us. He has this Indian figure here behind us that he says has some nice spiritual
effects there.
Effects there, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. And I see the turtle case there, the turtle back there.
Well, this one here? Well, now that one there, yes. That one there is one his mother did. I mean, she started collecting artifacts herself about 2 years ago before it became famous. And she's done some paintings on each of them, a lot of them. So a lot of these things are her, actually, personal effects.
Now, these are just some of the things that you'll be able to see when you come to the museum.
Absolutely.
The Heritage Museum, because I'm sure there'll be a whole lot more.
Well, there's a whole lot more. Plus, we have a setup over here where people, hopefully, can get some cardboard cutouts today to take pictures. And over here to the left, in those cases there, you get the banjo that Neil James is signed. He also, several years ago, the story is that he couldn't get anybody paying attention to him on a national level. So he decided to make his own DVD. And we have a copy of it here. We're going to play it here today on the screen here behind the judge's bench. Those barrels right there were actually in an episode with
I know Neil was in the episode.
Yes, that's it right there. Yes, Okay. And gosh,
a lot of wonderful things for people to see when they come to the museum.
Absolutely. Well, the Heritage Center, that's what we're going to call it. And behind the camera here, you see a lot of the artifacts actually. And over in that far case, you see some musical instruments. But Don Johnson, the broke musician, those horns, and you have some there and some over here. So he has quite a collection of basically they're horns. They're anybody doesn't know what broke music is. It's a These music played back in the 1600s and 1700s, what the way he explained it to me. So over there you see some walking sticks his dad made, Ernie Brown Sr., on display. And behind us, Yvonne, is you see these little stickers on his uniform there?
Yes.
Well, that's all the places where he's been bit, broken ribs, caught by a knife cleaning a deer, snapper bite there. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Okay. Snapper bite, that's from a turtle, right?
That's from a turtle, yes.
All right.
Yes.
And that's what he's known for, right?
That's what he's known for, yeah.
All
But they
right.
got him doing other things too now as well. So,
Okay, now what are the hours here so that all of our viewers can come out and take a look at all these things?
well, we're thinking somewhere 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., maybe 2 or 3 days a week is starting out.
Okay.
And it's going to take a while to develop a volunteer corps to, it's going to take maybe a couple of people, 2 or 3 people a day, something like that, to be willing to sit around and just kind of oversee it and watching those kinds of things. But that's what we're kind of thinking about right now.
Okay.
But for the next few days, we're going to be taking a breath.
Yes. Well, thank you, Mike Cecil,
All right.
for
Thank you for
bringing us
having
here
us.
to the Heritage Center and explaining all that can be found here on the Turtle Man exhibit. And we hope that everyone will have an opportunity to come out and take a good look.
Well, that's fantastic. We appreciate you guys being here.
You're
All right.
welcome. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Thank you.